I have not one, not two, not three, but 9 DS and Durga fragrances to review. So I think I'm gonna just jump right into it. And before we get started, a disclaimer, these were gifts from the brand. I'm not trying to pretend like I spent all this money on these perfumes. These were generously given to me by DS and Durga, so thank you. I think I'll start with Debaser because this was the first fragrance I ever smelled from DS and Durga. I got a sample of this from Lucky Scent because I typed in the keyword coconut. This was one of the suggestions that came up, and so I ordered a sample of it. Also, I definitely think I'm going to be that person who keeps all the boxes because they're just so beautiful. This is a perfect scent for the dog days of summer. It's very fresh and green, but there is that element of humidity to it. Say you made a tropical smoothie with coconut water, pears, figs, but then you forgot it on a picnic table for a few hours. It's not a rotten scent, but it's very ripe, it's juicy. When it gets warm enough again to wear this, I'll be wearing it pretty much every day. It's delicious. Next up, we have Rose Atlantic. Now, I'll be honest, I smelled this already because I was very curious. I do like rose scents. I honestly do, but sometimes I find they can smell a little bit like a wet paper towel. You know what I mean? I think it's that rose can be a little peppery and then leans kind of papery, but I wanted to see if this was a little bit different, so here are my thoughts. The description of the scent already classifies it as almost a beachy rose, so I was very intrigued. And I gotta say, it is beautiful. This is the dewiest, freshest, prettiest rose. It smells like an expensive salon. It is gorgeous. I think it's the lemon and the bergamot in it that make it so fresh. To me, this is what Daisy from The Great Gatsby would smell like. Money and sunlight. And because I love to layer rose with sweeter things, I feel like this would be so beautiful with a vanilla paired with it. So I plan on doing that in the future. Okay, it's time for I Don't Know What. That is the name of the perfume. This is a fragrance enhancer. It's gonna give you that certain je ne sais quoi thanks to Ambrox, ISO-E Super, Vetiver, Bergamot, all those lovely little layering elements. This reminds me of when I had laundry in my apartment bathroom so that I could put the towels in while I was showering. And when I got out, smelling of Dove soap, clean skin, could wrap myself in a hot, dry, clean towel and just smell like a newborn baby. And I feel like warm towel is a key word here because there is warmth to this. It's not a cold, clean smell. It's not steely. It's very cozy. Beautiful to layer with, beautiful to wear on its own. I feel like people would compliment you if they smelled this on you. Radio Bombay. I am very intrigued by the concept of this one because it says there's notes of coconut and iris, which is one of my favorite notes ever, mixed in with wood and copper. So I'm interested to see how that all plays out in the composition of this scent. Right, this is a true first impression. I like it. You know what this smells like? It smells like opening the drawer of a dresser that is made from real wood, from real cedar. It smells like a cedar chest. This is a very nostalgic scent for me. This is like opening the cedar chest in my parents' basement and taking out my baby clothes and putting them on my dog when I was a kid. I mean, that's not what this smells like. That's what cedar makes me think of. And the iris is beautiful. I don't get any kind of metallic note from the copper. It's very comforting. It smells like another time. I'm really intrigued by this. Came out of left field. This is an autumn or spring scent. Very transitional. Coriander time. The description on the back, it says cool spices and black seed breeze like the hills above Odessa. I've never been to Odessa, but I will still give you my first impression of this fragrance. I actually need to try this one on my skin because I can't really smell it. It's very soft. The main thing I am picking up is the juniper needle. I don't smell a ton of pepper, which is fine because I don't love pepper in fragrance. And I smell the musk, which is very clean. I feel like I say clean a lot. But this is very, okay, nope. I smell the pepper now. Not a big woodsy scent person, but I also think this is quite masculine, which I don't tend to wear a lot of masculine leaning scents. You could say that this is unisex, but it's very foresty And if you woke me up, shook me out of bed, and said, "How do you want to smell today?" I probably wouldn't say forest, but it's not a bad scent. It's not off-putting, but it's just not me. If a man smelled like this, though, I would not be mad at it. I do tend to hate a lot of more mainstream masculine fragrances, and this is not off-putting at all. It's very, very fresh, very clean, not too overpowering. It's quite soft, which I like. Jasmine Yucatan. Jasmine Yucatan? Jasmine Yucatan. I did sneak a peek and smell this one already. I love the description on the back of this. I do have to read it because it just spoke to me so much. Jungle, humidity, snake plants, Jasmine Yucateco, crocodile by the cenote, shaded temple, limestone ruins. I love it. I went to Cancun earlier this year and I did rappel down into a cenote. So I feel like I'm suddenly an expert on what this is meant to smell like. It smells like Mexico. It smells like my vacation. There's also something about it that smells like a doll. It's not plasticky, but it smells like a toy that I had when I was a kid. It just makes me happy. This is like instant happiness in a fragrance. It smells like the sunshine. It smells like the jungle. It smells like having nothing to do but relax. It's not beachy. It doesn't smell like you're having a pina colada in the sand. It's not like that at all. It's just the smell of freedom. I don't know if it's that it smells like being a kid or if it smells like being on vacation or both, but I really, really like this one. Something I encourage you to check out. Just go find a tester and smell it. It's like someone squeezing your shoulders. That's all I can say. We've reached the 50 mils now. We're out of the travel sizes. We're into the 50 mils and we're gonna smell sweet do nothing. This is one I'm really excited about. And I haven't smelled it yet. So this, again, a true first impression. I sought this one out because neroli is one of the top notes, as well as incense, fig, cedar, musk. This is meant to smell like a lazy summer day in Texas. I've never been to Texas other than having a layover in Houston once, and I did not step outside of the airport. I'm gonna use my imagination here. Impromptu blotter. Let's give it a spray. Okay, Jasmine Yucatan was happiness in a bottle. This is right up the same alley. This is so pretty. Oh gosh. Yeah. There's the cedar nostalgia that was in Radio Bombay. And that sweet juiciness from the fig. But then the orange flower. I love orange flower so much. I think what's special about this is it makes me feel like I've been somewhere that I haven't been. Like, yeah, I've lounged on a tree branch by a Texas watering hole. I have now because I've smelled this. This is so pretty, and because I'm a crazy person and I love to layer as many fragrances as possible, I feel like this would pair really beautifully with the Jasmine Yucatan and the I don't know what, just to create this like enveloping, cozy smell that just smells like you don't have a care in the world. Deep dark vanilla. Oh, I smelled this one already, and I also snuck some reviews, and it seems like this one is a little bit divisive. But I do think sometimes people see the word vanilla and they just expect it to immediately be a very sweet gourmand. Vanilla has a depth to it that is definitely explored in this fragrance. I love it. This is one I sought out because I thought it would be similar to one of my favorite winter scents, which is by Rado 1996, and I wasn't wrong. There's that Vanilla Absolute and that patchouli in there. And listen, I don't normally like patchouli, especially not on its own, but when it's in fragrances mixed with other notes, sometimes it creates some of my all-time favorites. And this is just smoky and intense, and it's a sticky vanilla. This might sound a little strange, but after smelling this for a bit, I had the image of a very attractive stranger grabbing your face and licking your cheek. Now, there's nothing saliva-like in this scent. There's just something so primal about it. You could absolutely layer it with this sweeter vanilla fragrance if you wanted to. This just smells like confidence. And it also has kind of an 80s glamour girl vibe, which I can always get behind. When I was like 6, I thought I would have a high-rise apartment full of black leather furniture, and I would have a boyfriend who rode a motorcycle and wore a leather jacket. This is what that smells like. This is a childhood fantasy come true in the form of a perfume. It's really dreamy. We have our last fragrance here. Please don't be sad. This is Steamed Rainbow. Now, what is so cool about this is that the notes are actually named after the colors of the rainbow. So you have red mandarin, orange, yellow elemi resin, green cedar, blue almond flower, indigo grass, violet vetiver, and vapors. And it's meant to smell like a rainbow. Before I spray it, I'm just going to predict that this kind of has that like hazy element of a rainy day, and then the sun comes out and you're smelling the dew on the flowers and fruit trees. Let's see if I'm right. So off the top, I'm definitely getting that citrus peel, that zest, like when you peel an orange and you can smell it under your fingernails no matter how much you wash your hands. And then you're getting that really nice earthiness from the vetiver, and the almond adds that kind of, it's not a sharpness, it's a little bit of sweetness, but it's very distinctive. This is unique. It definitely captures that feeling of spotting a rainbow in the sky. There's like a simplicity to it. Like it's very much that Microsoft wallpaper of the green grass and the blue sky. Just smells like an easy day. Like in the Truman Show, this would be like the smell that was pumped through the air to make you feel at ease, make you not realize that you're in the Truman Show. I really do like it. It's a sunny day with a secret. We did it. I'm thrilled to have all these fragrances in my collection now. Really, it's a full wardrobe to address every feeling, every mood that I could possibly have. Thank you, DS and Durga. I can tell. The next time I get a compliment on how great I smell, it'll be because of you.